Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today, we're making pork chops with apples and stuffing.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Dinah, and today I have a 3-ingredient amazing pork chop dinner for you that you will not even believe is only 3 ingredients. In fact, my husband, who hates stuffing, loves it in this, and it is just delicious. So the first thing we're gonna need is some stovetop stuffing, and we're gonna make it to package instructions. You're gonna need a can of apple pie filling. That is kind of the secret ingredient. And then you're gonna need anywhere from 4 to 6 pork chops. You can use bone-in or boneless. Now, our pork chops came from the farm. My brother and his wife and 2 kids raised pigs. And then this last November, we went out there and butchered the pigs and packaged it all up. And it was quite a day. I think we did 4 pigs that day. And it was super fun. So that's where our pig is from. We got homegrown pig. The first thing we're gonna wanna do with this homegrown pig is to brown our pork chops and get our water on to make the stovetop dressing. So I'm drying my pork chops off real quick just so they get a good sear on them. They're still a little tiny bit frozen, but dry your meat off, they'll get a good brown on them. All right, so our stuffing is done. Our pork chops are browned. And I ended up browning the pork chops about 3 or 4 minutes aside. They do not have to be cooked through all the way because they're gonna finish cooking in the oven. So make sure you preheat your oven to 350. I've got a glass 9x13 here. I'm gonna spray. And we're gonna add the secret ingredient of the apple pie filling. We're gonna spread that all over the bottom of the 9x13. And I will say, if you have like 8 pork chops or you wanna make more, just add, double your ingredients. So I'm just gonna spread these out. Pork chops and apples just are a match made in heaven for sure. If you grew up with the Brady Bunch, it was always pork chops and applesauce.
Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
All right, so we've got our apples down here. We've got our browned pork chops. I'm going to just nestle them in that apple. And if you want a super easy, but super delicious and a little impressive dinner for guests, this would be it. All right, so now that's hot too. We've got our stuffing here that we made according to package directions. And we're just gonna pile some on top of every pork chop. The flavor from the dressing with the pork chops and the apple, I tell you, because we're gonna bake it for about 45 minutes, is delicious. Make sure all my little pork chops are covered because the flavor in this, like I said, really makes everything delicious. Okay, super de-duper easy. Now we're gonna cover it in foil. We got a 350-degree oven. We're gonna cook it in there about 40, 45 minutes. And while that's going, you could do some mashed potatoes. You could do some roasted potatoes to go along with it. a nice salad, and you have a fantastic dinner. Okay, let's get these in the oven. Boom. Well, welcome back. Our pork chops are done. I put some roast potatoes in there, so they're not quite done yet, but I'm gonna let them keep cooking. Man, I wish you guys could smell this. Man, oh man. Let's get this over here. Move these down a rack. These smell so delicious. I have to say, pork chops and stuffing is one of the things I used to ask for my birthday. Mom would make like gravy and mashed potatoes and we'd have peas and stuff with it. Just so delicious. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Woo, look at that. The apples have bubbled up and cooked. The pork chop and all the seasonings from the stuffing, I'm sure, have seasoned the pork chops just deliciously. And when I serve this up, I try to go underneath and get a bunch of the apples. Let's see if I can do it. Which one do we want? It's snowing outside just now. We're having one of those crazy spring, whatever they are. Just gonna put this on the plate like that. But you can see, oh my goodness. And I always like scoop up some more apples and all the goodies. It's so yummy. I should get a fork. Hang on. These are, oh yeah, it's so tender. It just like fell off here on my. So you get a piece of all of the goodies here. If I can. It's gonna be so hot. Oh. This is so delicious, you guys. And it was so easy, right? 3 ingredients. Pop it in your pan, pop it in the oven, and you have a spectacular dinner. Your family's gonna be like, holy cow, Mom, what'd you do? Anyway, this is delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try it. Tell me what your favorite thing is to serve with pork chops. I know for us, it's always been applesauce or something like this. But I just want to say thanks for joining me today as I showed you how to make this super easy, super quick, amazingly delicious pork chops with apples and stuffing. You won't be disappointed. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, and I will see you next week on my next video. Oh my gosh, you need these 3 things.
This is front camera part 2, pork chops and applesauce. Okay, this is close-up camera part 2, pork chops und Applesauce. This is camera 3.
All the cameras.
For part 2.
All the cameras.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Apples and stuffing.
And stuffing.
And
it's
pigs.
all the good things. Okay.
Gonna taste good, I know.